how much F1 has changed since when we were kids to now. Like how, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a TV show, not a.
Yeah,
Drive to Survive.
Yeah, well, it is a TV show now, but yeah. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I'll be honest though. Like with Drive to Survive, for example, I didn't think that they would. I thought they'd be masking up a lot more.
Yeah,
I didn't think that they would actually expose a lot of the stuff they exposed through F1, through Drive to Survive. I'm like, wow, they're actually telling people that there are drivers coming in with a lot of money, and you know they're showing the actual things that do occur behind the scenes, which I thought they would have hidden, but no, it's kind of good in that aspect. But I guess they're also gaining viewers that way. Yeah. But in terms of it's more entertainment value now.
Brooke got witness to it through lockdown, and do you know what I mean? Like, because that was literally the only thing on telly back then.
I just hate how they play, like, even coming from the athlete background, that you know, there's like in any reality TV, there's the villain and this and that, and different ones we've watched. I'm like, you know, when they've just decided to angle that person that way, or this one this way. And at the end of the day, they're just all athletes, and everyone's competitive, and that, you know, you're all doing things. Plus, on top of it, like you said, F1's got its politics and it's got its money. It's a different world to the other categories as well. But it's just interesting how they play that on the drivers. Like, so how do you guys find it with the drivers and how they're playing it?
You first.
Well, I think you know, Max is he's an aggressive driver, and you know, that I guess, I don't know, are they making Hamilton the villain? Yeah. I think. Look, I'm not against Hamilton, but you know, I love just to watch a competitive race. Yeah. You know, and make sure that it's kind of a level playing field, and which makes it enjoyable to watch too, because you know it comes down to the wire. Like it did last year, last season, you know. But I think there's some interesting characters, but I guess they do portray Lewis to be the villain, in my opinion. Yeah,
you see that on social media though, like it's literally.
But a lot of people do, in general.
Feels like he can't win no matter what he does.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's won 7 titles.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
He can't escape it. Like, he's just a great driver. But Max, I think he will catch up to those 7, though. The way he's driving.
Yeah. Honestly, he hasn't put a foot wrong, has he? No. He honestly hasn't. And when he does put a foot wrong, he comes back. Yeah. So that aggression he has is something that I don't think Lewis carries. You know, Lewis, I guess, plays the more careful role. So you know, and he's got, and Verstappen's got Perez on his side as well, always saving him or doing something spectacular,
making the car super wide.
He's his lifesaver. I guess
you know, he just put pressure on Leclerc the other day in Japan. Yeah, and you know, he made a mistake and helped Verstappen win the title.
Yeah, I've got to ask, because of the obviously you racing open wheels in F3. What do you think of the halos that's come in?
You know what? When they first come out, I go, "Oh, that looks so bad." But I'm just looking at it from the aesthetics point of view. But come on, I think it's paid itself off. Yeah, with saving so many lives. Yeah, you know, with how many accidents we've seen, like Grosjean in the wall. You know,
when Max went over
Lewis.
That's
another one.
Yeah. So it's amazing how it's saved so many lives. It's I can't believe it. I think it's great. Even though it looks like a Havana thong, but you know, it's served its purpose for sure. You know, in saving lives. So
I got to ask, before we get into the Fast Five, which is my end segment, your take on supercars now to what it is then. Should they expand, like have more cars on their grid for supercars for the 1000 even, or should they keep it? Like, what's your political view on that take?
I don't know. Look, I think with having wild cards in Bathurst and whatnot, I think it's really good because it gives some people some opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, people who might struggle and not have the backing of other teams, the same or compared to other teams. You know, it'll create a better playing field or an opportunity for people. So, but comparing today's V8 supercars to, you know, the past, I think, I don't know, it's so different in my opinion. It's doesn't have the oomph, I don't think.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's missing something. I don't know what it is though.
Do you reckon this is what Brooks noticed as well? It's the free-to-air TV that back then when I was watching you and stuff on TV, that now it's just on Fox Sports.
Yeah.
It makes it like it's like a bit kind of hard to see for some. Do you know what I mean? Where it doesn't attract the fans.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it has limited a lot of spectators in that perspective. But yeah, it's just I think there's so much potential. I guess next year they're in the Gen 3 car.
Yeah, the Gen 3.
Yeah. So you know, then again, it might be different. So I don't know because every year it's changing.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's changing so differently. But I guess they're trying to find a good grounding to try and create that good competitiveness.
Yeah. And if you would be able to get back into supercars, would you straight away, if you had the money, like money was an object, would you own a team now? But like, this is just a random question here.
Yeah.
Would you own a team if you could own a supercar team, or would you prefer to own, like, because your son's racing, like a developmental program? Like, if you could do it with money's no object here.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Look, I think, yeah, why wouldn't I? I would own a supercar team for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's the strongest motorsport series in Australia and in various parts of the world, I guess. And you know, look, put aside the fact that I said that it's not as competitive as it used to be. It still is competitive. It's still, we've got some gun drivers that they just, when I say they're not competitive as it used to be, I think I should say
there's not as many cars out there.
No, it's not as entertaining as it used to be, right?
Yeah.
So,
like, there's more aero on the cars, which is making it harder to pass, which I can see from a race car point of view. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. So I guess, I would own a team, and the way I'd run it, I'd love to, give it a go.
Yeah. Would you have a junior and a senior driver, or would you?
Well, you know what? Yeah,
we're in fantasy
Well,
land
I guess the junior driver will feed off the senior driver. You know, that's good knowledge to have to feed off to the junior.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess I learned a lot off you know, senior drivers back in the day as well. So,
what do you think of the Bathurst, the way that they do it now? I think it came up in the media the other day that one of the drivers, I forgot who it was, it might have been Will Davison or someone said they're missing, I don't know, it was Garth Tander or I don't know, someone saying it's missing that main driver car. Remember they used to do that when it was two, like Whincup and Lowndes?
Yeah.
Where now it's just like a junior and a senior. Do you reckon they should bring that back or stay the way they should?
Look, I think it's early days still. I think stay the way it is, in my opinion, and just see how it's going to pan out.
Yeah.
I think we've got to just give it an opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it's still early days in that aspect.
Yeah. Well, to end this podcast, which I said a while ago, I have the Fast Five, Chris.
Yeah.
And this is a game show, right? So
Okay.
regardless, you either win a shit prize for getting 0 answers right.
Yeah.
Or you win a fantastic prize, which you can take home to your wife and your family.
Okay.
And your kids might even win something through this.
Okay.
Regardless, because realistically, these prizes aren't bad either way.
Yeah.
So you got to get 5 answers correct. It's a quiz game.
Yeah.
It's motorsport
I
related.
suck at quizzes.
Oh, well.
That's why I'm glad
I don't even know,
say it every time.
any of my own, you know, results back in the day.
Lucky I'm not quizzing on yourself.
No.
But I'm quizzing you on certain parts of your racing career because I thought this Fast Five, because we've been mates for years.
Yeah.
And you've done ideally a career path that I would have loved to do back in the day. So this is the Fast Five. And the first question is, who was the last ever A1GP race winner / country, if you can get it?
In the Ferrari.
Yeah, in the last,
the
literally the last A1GP race to hit the track. Who was the last?
Jeez.
Who was the last race winner or country? I'll just give it to you if you can get the country even.
Holland?
No, but they were dominant in that era. I remember which era you're talking about.
Oh.
It was actually Ireland, Adam Carroll. And
yeah, wow.
you know what? I'll throw you this answer if you can guess the track that they were racing on, because A1GP is a bit irrelevant these days.
Yeah.
What track did they race on in the last A1GP?
Oh, in the last A1.
Last race.
Gosh.
And you were talking about it before.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Can you give me?
I can give you the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
That's a giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah, it was in the UK.
Okay, Brands Hatch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Thank
because
you.
that was a very extremely hard answer. And plus, you bought me a box of beer, so
Oh well, mate. Why not? Well,
right.
that's for us, right? We're just gonna smash that after this.
yeah, I know. I got so excited to put you on the couch. All right, and we were talking about the pro car days on the podcast before. Who were the only two champions in the Pro Car Nations Cup era?
Nations Cup.
Yes. So who were the only two drivers who won a Nations Cup title before it went to the GT era?
Nathan Pretty.
No.
Garth Tander.
No.
Peter Brock.
No.
In the Nations Cup, right?
Nations Cup. So
Stokel.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Stokel.
Stokel. Yep.
And another driver.
And he's a legend of the sport. And you were touching on the other ones that used to.
I love you just mentioned so many legends. You're like,
Yeah.
and it's a legend of the
like,
sport,
okay,
by the way.
There's none left. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Oh gosh.
So you got one.
What was the other car?
He was driving a Porsche.
Richards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that one. All right. Who was the inaugural Development Series / Super 2 Series champion in 2000?
In 2000.
Yeah, so before you joined the Super 2 Series, or Konica back then, or whenever it was, Fujitsu Series,
Yeah.
who was the inaugural Series champion in 2000?
2000. Could it have been Macro? Adam Macro?
No, close. Very close. He's from Sydney.
Oh, what's his name?
And he's a bit of a character. He's a bit
Yeah.
of a character.
I know.
You know
Canto.
Yes, there we
Yeah.
go.
Canto.
Okay, question number 4. When did Bruno Senna make an appearance in the Australian Formula 3 Championship? What year and what?
6.
Yep, and what track?
AGP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Question number 4, that's right. Regardless, you're going to get a good prize here.
Yeah, I better.
Okay, and now we both miss this track, and Brooke used to go to this track for a few years. Who holds the outright lap record at the now defunct Oran Park Raceway?
The lap record.
The outright lap record.
Outright.
Yeah,
Oh,
outright.
gosh.
Was it Supercars?
It wasn't.
No.
It was it F3?
Sort of, yeah. It was Formula Holden. So yes, because
Oh gosh, Holden.
yeah, Formula Holden.
What was the lap time?
It was a 101.6.
Jeez.
Okay, I'll give you a bit of a clue. He used to race production cars with you in a VW Golf. No, VW Beetle, sorry.
In a Beetle.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul.
No.
No. But that was who was in a Beetle?
well, you thought it-
Stephen.
No.
Steve Grotchell was in the Beetle.
Oh, yeah. Well, he went in the Beetle every now and then. It was Tim Lay, but you did get 4.
Oh.
You got technically 3 to 4 out of 5 correct.
You like to be kind.
Yeah, I like to be
Yeah,
kind.
so you should be giving, mate.
What you got behind the desk, Dan?
I'll
Gee,
find
I
out.
told you I suck at quizzes.
You did all right. You did all right. 'cause
I
it was
hate
on the
trivia. We were
spot.
at trivia, was it 2 weeks ago or
Yeah.
something? And they're asking random questions. I'm thinking, oh my God. Dan, we found out, is very good with visual trivia.
Yeah,
So they were
yeah.
putting up all these different logos and he's just one after the other. This one, that one. Well, holy shit. And there's only parts of them they're showing.
Yeah.
And all like things that they've totally changed them.
Yeah.
He's just picking them like that. It's that. And then, but anything else, we're like, yeah, they'll come out with all that random history trivia and that. I'm like, I don't
Yeah, the
know.
history stuff I suck at.
Because we're going for a bit of a nostalgic podcast. Do you remember these things?
Oh,
The
yeah.
furry
That's-
friends. Your kids will love these. Your kid
Yeah,
will love. Your son will love.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, dude, I've got to give you this.
Reach.
This was back in the fundraising days.
Yeah. Oh wait.
So,
is
so
there a
who are we
story to this?
supporting here, Dan?
Supporting you
Oh,
because you've
thanks,
come onto
mate.
the
Yeah, of course.
podcast.
Thank you. No, thank you for having me anyway.
Yeah, but dude,
You know, it's been a long time since I've spoken about motor racing. So,
Yeah.
you know, I've exposed a bit that I usually wouldn't. So,
yeah. No, it's good. That's what a podcast is all about.
yeah.
Yeah. No, man, I really appreciate you coming on. And
thanks for having me.
I love that you actually brought your sick helmet because I do remember seeing that helmet.
That is
back
an
in the day.
amazing helmet.
Yeah, it's got to be one of the best that's been on the table.
No, it's it's got a lot of memory, and it is me, the colours and everything. So
yeah, cheers.
Thanks guys.
Thanks,
you.
Chris.
Cheers.
Bye.
See ya.
Want to hear more? Each week we will share the hottest clips from our guest interviews on YouTube. But to hear the full episode, make sure to subscribe or follow us on your favourite podcast platform.